On Saturday, November 18th, I got to be on the receiving end of arrivals at the Madrid airport to welcome my mom to Spain. I was so anxiously awaiting her arrival for so long that it didn't feel real that she was actually in Madrid with me. We spent the day wandering around the city and going to an Indian restaurant because I missed Indian food so much. The next day, on Sunday, November 19th, we went on a day trip to Avila, Spain.
Hi everyone!
Hi!
It's November 18th or 19th?
19th.
And we are in Segovia. Here's the aqueduct.
Built by the Romans.
This morning we went to Avila, Spain, which if you remember I went there once before, but Mom wanted to go, so we went. And yeah, as you can see, my mom is here in this video. She arrived in Spain yesterday and she's here for a week, and we're really excited to be together. We miss you, Dad.
In Segovia. Segovia is famous for the aqueducts which supplied the city with water. Built by the Romans in the 1st or 2nd century, engineers today still find no flaw in the design or building of the aqueducts. In fact, no cement was used to build it or keep it together. Next, we went to the beautiful Gothic-style cathedral. This cathedral reminded me a lot of the cathedral in Toledo, Spain. Finally, we ended the day by visiting Alcázar de Segovia, otherwise known as the Segovia Fortress. We were able to visit 12 furnished rooms of the castle to get a feel of the Gothic, Romanesque, and Moorish influences, but realistically just to see the inside of the castle and how things functioned. Unfortunately, a fire ripped through the Alcázar in 1862, destroying parts of the castle, but it was still beautiful despite the burns. Mom and I had a great week while she was in Madrid. When I was in school during the day, she would go to different tours in or nearby Madrid. Then after school, we would explore more of Madrid together. We went to the Royal Palace in Madrid, visited the San Miguel Mercado. Don't ask me how many times I've been here. I may or may not have the layout memorized. And watched the sunset at my favorite spot in Madrid, El Templo de Bod. Thursday, November 23rd, we spent Thanksgiving in the air on the way to Munich, Germany. We arrived later in the night since we couldn't leave until after school, and immediately hit the hay when we got there since we had an early morning tour the next day. On Friday, November 24th, we took a train about 2 hours outside of Munich to visit the breathtakingly beautiful Neuschwanstein Castle. The castle itself was absolutely amazing and the views surrounding it were gorgeous, but I also enjoyed learning about King Ludwig II and his legacy and how the castle came to be.
It's November 24th and we are in Munich, Germany. We got here last night and we are here until tomorrow morning. And tell everyone where we're at.
Neuschwanstein Castle. Neuschwanstein Castle. That's it.
around 6 p.m. and then found a restaurant so I could try an authentic German meal of bratwurst, sausage, sauerkraut, and potatoes. Yum. Then it was time to get rest before another early morning. Saturday, November 25th, we took the 6:03 bus for a 3.5 hour ride to Zurich, Switzerland. It was a beautiful ride to see the sunrise behind the mountains. Besides both wanting to see Switzerland and the Alps, we were visiting some family friends. We were excited to get to know more about Zurich from the locals, and I was excited for some home-cooked Indian food. We went on a city tour of Zurich via bus and got to see the highlights of Zurich and learn more about the history.
It's November 25th, and we left Munich this morning, and now we are in Zurich after a 4-hour-long bus ride. Yay! Zurich!
The next day, on Sunday, November 26th, we bundled up with layers and layers of clothing and headed for the Alps. I fell asleep in the car, and when I woke up, I thought it was a winter wonderland. It was magical. The landscape went from being green to white, and there were mountains everywhere. We went to an area called Titlis, where we were able to go up into the Alps. It was pretty busy with skiers who made me want to ski in the Alps. Not that I know how to ski, but hey, now I feel motivated to learn how. We rode a cable car up to the top and had some pretty amazing views. I so badly wanted to visit Switzerland to see the Alps, and they completely exceeded my expectations in reality. It was so beautiful, I can't even describe it, and my pictures don't do justice. At the top, we did a glacier walk, which was a giant glacier carved so you could walk through it. It was pretty neat. Then, at the 10,000-foot mark, we went out into or onto the Alps. My Iowa-born blood did not prepare me for that negative 45-degree Fahrenheit weather. Brutally cold doesn't even describe how cold it was, but now I can say that I was physically on the Alps. We couldn't see much because of the wind, but it was still a crazy experience to be out in that cold. We warmed up with some coffee and hot chocolate, and then took the cable car back down. Before heading back into Zurich, we stopped at a little town in between called Lucerne. It sits surrounded by mountains on a lake. It was so incredibly beautiful and really cute. Time to say bye on Monday to my new favorite place and my mom. I was so incredibly happy my mom got to visit me in Madrid and that we got to spend time together, travel together, and laugh a lot together.